Arvind Kejriwal has moved the Supreme Court. This comes just days after his release was stayed by the Delhi High Court. Remember, the Rouse Avenue Court had granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal. In fact, it was a very strong order that was passed by the Rouse Avenue Court, but the Delhi High Court had to, extend the stay on Arvind Kejriwal's release after the Enforcement Directorate argued strongly against the release. In fact, the Kejriwal legal team has sought an urgent hearing as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, and that urgent hearing is sought tomorrow. Remains to be seen whether the Supreme Court lists that for urgent hearing or not. My colleague Tanushka is now joining us live on the phone line. So Tanushka, what is the Aam Aadmi Party's legal strategy right now? Because what I can confirm right now, of course, is that the Arvind Kejriwal's legal team is working round the clock to ensure that the Supreme Court grants bail to him again, given the fact that earlier as well it was Justice Khanna's bench that had granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal for campaign.
So Arvind Kejriwal's team of lawyers has appealed for a hearing tomorrow morning at the Supreme Court and has reached out to the Supreme Court regarding the stay on the bail by the Delhi High Court. So they filed a petition in the Supreme Court for this, and they expect to get a hearing on the same petition tomorrow morning. This is, remember, when the Delhi High Court, this with respect to when the Delhi High Court on Friday, that is June 21st, stayed the order granting bail to Arvind Kejriwal in the money laundering case. And the court stayed the operation of the bail order till final order is passed on the stay application filed by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, this was, this was a vacation bench of Justice Sudhir Kumar, and he said that the court was reserving the order for 2 to 3 days as they wanted to go through the entire records. And this is when this was challenged on the High Court. The Enforcement Directorate had moved an urgent plea challenging the trial of the court's bail order, which was passed late Thursday evening, as we remember. And the Additional Solicitor General representing the Enforcement Directorate contended that the agency was not given adequate opportunity to argue its case by the trial court. While this was argued by, of course, senior advocates Abhishek Singhvi and Vikram Chaudhary representing Mr Kejriwal, urging the High Court not to stay the bail order, and they instead suggested that the court send him back to jail if it found overwhelming and cogent circumstances. So what's awaited now is whether the Apex Court will consider hearing Mr Kejriwal's petition tomorrow or not, as he has filed a petition regarding the stay on the bail by the Delhi High Court.
Tanushka, thanks very much for joining us with that update.